Yolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and it's ship time again. I have a very special one for you today, the VI DAR TALIOS you already see there. The VI DAR TALIOS is the next level VDAR, and it makes a really big difference compared to the first one. It still has 35,000% damage versus Borg hostiles as an ability, and that is of course quite helpful if you're gonna hunt for nanoprobes. But the VI DAR TALIOS is an epic ship, and it's an epic 4-star ship, so it's not one of the lowest ships you can find here, and it also has a much higher starting power than the normal VI DAR. It's an interceptor, which is important for the combat triangle I'm talking about all the time. And it has armor pierce in the attack and dodge at the defense as well. And you can look at all the details as usual here in the details list, so I'm not going through all of them. In the storyline, it's also a Romulan invention, but it's really important for your way through the Borg, because the VI DAR TALIOS not only can kill much stronger Borg than the normal VI DAR, but it also makes a difference in your refinery. If we go to the Borg tech, you see that the VI DAR TALIOS decides how many nanoprobes I can exchange there and into how many charged nanoprobes, so it makes a big difference. And it also makes a big difference on acquiring Borg Solo Armada directives. You see both here. You see the VI DAR and you see the VI DAR TALIOS, although mine is still quite low. If I do the exchange for the VI DAR, for 10,000 charged nanoprobes, I get 6 Borg Solo Armada directives, uncommon ones. And if I do that with the VI DAR TALIOS, although it's only a T3, I get 140 at one exchange. It's 3 times as expensive with 35,000, but that's almost 1.5 UC solo armadas here I can get with one exchange, and the exchange you can do every 22 hours. And so this is a big improvement already. And of course, you don't need to try Borg solo armadas with the VI DAR, but the VI DAR TALIOS is quite a help. And you need the VI DAR TALIOS if you want to go for expansion cube armadas. I will not go into the full detail here because I made an overview over all armadas, and there I talked about that you need a VI DAR TALIOS to go to expansion cubes. First you have to do a solo armada, then within 60 minutes you can attack expansion cube with the extra buff you got from attacking the solo armada. But as I said, I will just mention it here. I told a little bit more detail on my overview Armada video. And that is just one more point why the VI DAR TALIOS is important. And at the same time, the VI DAR TALIOS is also important about the credit exchanges here. You see that the VI DAR TALIOS, I have some prime stuff already, but the VI DAR TALIOS in general influences all your payouts here, and that is why you definitely should get a VI DAR TALIOS as soon as you can. And at this point you definitely will ask, how do I get a VI DAR TALIOS? And of course I'm going to tell you. You have to do 2 things. You have to get your VI DAR, and I quickly go to her, even if she's not the topic of the video, but you see, just to see the starting power, this one is 300k, the others was more than 2 million. But you have to get this one, and you have to get this one to tier 9. That's the first prerequisite for getting a VI DAR TALIOS. The good news is, in opposition to other ships, you don't have to scrap this one. You just need to have it on tier 9, but you don't have to scrap it to get the VI DAR TALIOS. So get the VI DAR to tier 9 is the first thing you need to do. And the second is you need to be Ops 35. When you reach Ops 35 and you already have a tier 9 VI DAR, there will be a mission you get. and that is called They Have Adapted, and they are the parts 1 and 2. And with this mission, you get the full blueprints for the VI DAR TALIOS, and that's how you can build it. And that is something really nice, as I told you, because the VI DAR TALIOS is much better against the normal Borg armadas, but also you need her to do Borg solo armadas or very early if you don't have tons of some other epic ships you bought, for example. Then you can do it without the TALIOS early. But in the normal case, you would do Borg solo armadas with at 35 or something with the VI DAR TALIOS as well. And so it's an important ship, and you get it by having your normal VI DAR on tier 9 and reaching Ops 35. Then you do the missions, and then you can build your VI DAR TALIOS. That's all for today about the ship. It's just the introduction of the ship, but nevertheless, there are many more things to say. If you want to comment on this, always feel free to comment under the videos. I always like to read your comments. If you like this channel, please subscribe, and if you like the videos, please like the videos. And if you want to see more right now, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.